Yeah, by far I think your class is like the most interesting that I've done. I've done a few drop-ins in other places, and I thought this is probably the coolest class. So what exactly did we do today with the music and all of that? Do you want to describe what we did?
That's my version of what I find relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I teach power rock yoga.
Okay.
So I teach with hard rock, punk, and every once in a while melodic metal.
Yeah.
So that's what we were doing today.
Yeah.
Is rocking out because it's a fast-paced but accessible class. Like as you said, you guys have not done a lot of yoga and you're still able to come and move, right? And it's something that you shouldn't be intimidated by because there's something you can always do. And if anyone is intimidating you in yoga, they're not understanding what yoga is. And we're just offering all by donation yoga.
That's so cool. And I did overhear your conversation about, the other things you do outside of Karma Teachers, but what's your mission?
So I value, for me, one of the things I just believe so strongly in is how to help people move. Yoga, be it the gym, be it running, biking, swimming, any kind of way that lets you bring your body, breath, and mind into one place. Right there, right then. That is what we teach.
I heard you guys offer scholarships if you want to do.
So we just started a teacher training on our second round of it now. It's really neat. And we're so lucky to be able to do this. And the only reason we can do what we do in this city is because of all the beautiful support that we get from the yoga community in general. And so with our teacher training, the whole goal is we actually choose people based on, we get a lot of applicants, and we choose people who are going to give back to the community with yoga, and be that in whatever way. So some people work with at-risk youth, and they want to bring yoga into that program. And so instead of making this support worker who has is enough to make by, pay $3,000-$4,000 for their teacher training, which we let them get a scholarship, and we give it to them for free or for whatever they can afford. The different rates, you can look it up.
It's
right?
like the first time I heard that.
It's a different concept, but we can do that because just of where we are and the support we have allows us to do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
What would you say to people who don't really know yoga or haven't tried it or on a student budget? What would you say to them?
Try it.
Yeah.
So I'd say give it a shot. It's all about exploring and finding the teachers that work for you. Karma Teachers is a wonderful place to try a bunch of different teachers without breaking your bank. But what we ask is this, that you give back. So for some people, giving back is money. Some people it's giving time, and some people it's just doing things for the community in general, whatever they're doing in their life, right? So really look around. Yoga is more accessible than you think. We get lost by looking at studios that have $20 drop-ins and stuff like that, and we start to think that it's impossible to practice. So it was 6 months before I actually started, but I did this class, and it was a sub teacher. It wasn't her normal one, her normal teacher, and we were doing all these ohms, every pose almost. We were doing ohms, and it really throws you off in the beginning. Now, if I did that class, I'd be like, this is so amazing. I love this. But for me at the time, I felt really weird. But I can be honest and say that was really weird. That pushed my boundaries. But my body does feel good. So there's got to be something to this. And so I instead of going for the more spiritual classes, I went to the more physical classes to start. And then the spirituality can come into it or it doesn't, depending on where you're at and what you need and going for that.
Yeah. I think you broke a lot of perceptions of yoga. You got to find really relaxing music, and you got to drop in $20, and I think you really shattered that. And I think it's very true that there's accessible yoga, and music should be accessible, and it should be simple, and it should relax you. So I think you broke it.
And it's whatever works for you, because realistically, not everyone is going to enjoy that kind of yoga that I offer, and I accept that. I'm okay with that, because there's so many other types out there. It's about finding what you need. I'm not saying you should do what I do. Just do what you need to do, and teach what you need to teach. Practice what you need to practice, and whatever it is for you, that's what it is. Some music that people play in yoga very unrelaxing and very hard to focus and move, because it throws me off. It's not the stuff I enjoy listening to. It's not what I find calming.
Done. So if you guys really want to check it out, again, Michael, Karma Teachers.
Come check us out.
Come check it out.